Now he's loose at the 40. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 17-yard line. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Ja'Marr Chase, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 3rd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They run out of the gun with Swift. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
In motion right, Watkins.
Cut 19.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They go back to the ground now with Penny. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Smith will come in motion right. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 66 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide to Penny. 2nd and 7. Inside handoff, Penny. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, and they go with Swift again. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 54 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
They go play action with Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Herb Smith Jr., a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Once again, it's Swift. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
On second down, Gainwell looking for space.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20-20 high.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
And that's a terrific score. Now, what are we going to do here? Do you go for 2?
You know what the people at home want.
Everybody wants to go for 2. The analytics people probably want them to go for 2. I bet they kicked the extra point. We've got a whole second half left to play.
Yeah, we get a look at it here, but, hey, whatever the case, big-time play before the end of the second quarter. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll go on the ground. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On first and 10, it's Gainwell.
Taking it right down Broadway.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Perfect execution on that inside handoff, and then a little will, a little brute strength to move forward after the contact.
What do we call that now in today's NFL? Heck, in today's football? Contact balance, right? That's the buzzword, the phrase you hear. A back who can absorb contact, bounce off of it, and keep moving. Just what you said, brute strength, force of will.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Fights through and now a crease.
Still on his feet.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Grant Calcaterra.
40 yards.
And the Eagles have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Chase, the motion man, right.
Burrow on play action. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a third and long after that sack we just saw.
Well, the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Higgins goes in motion right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 41.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check now. Crowd left Yeti. Crowd left Yeti.
And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. In motion right is Watkins. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
11.
In motion right goes Higgins. Now Burrow on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts
That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively? Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Bengals have taken a fourth quarter lead. McPherson now for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 5.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
They begin with a run by Penny. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad Penny, 75 yards.
And the Eagles use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Bengals drive about to get going.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. So no gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down.
Again, it's Mixon. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
From the gun to give to Mixon.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Here's 1st and goal. Evans is in. Touchdown, Bengals. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw. This is Smith with a grab. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked off by Michael.
Up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Bengals first down. And it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. See a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout.